Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Man involved in domestic dispute killed by licensed firearm holder. The Elliston Road police are probing the fatal shooting of a man by a licensed firearm holder who reportedly intervened during a domestic dispute. The incident occurred at a business establishment along Windward Road in Kingston. The shooter has since been questioned by the police. The deceased has been identified as Dwayne Williams, 41, of a Gillian Avenue, Kingston 2 address. The Elliston Road police say that about 6:35 p.m., Williams and his girlfriend had an argument which became physical. The police say Williams allegedly pulled a ratchet knife and attempted to inflict wounds to the woman. That was when the licensed firearm holder opened fire, hitting Williams. Reporters understand Williams was shot several times. Williams was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Male Rasta students no longer required to wear thams to school. Male Rastafarian students will no longer be required to wear thams to cover their dreadlocks while in school, said Education Minister Favour Williams Wednesday morning. Williams made the remarks while speaking at the JTA 59th Annual Conference official opening and investor ceremony at the Royalton Negril Resort and Spa. There have been a few times that I've gone to schools and I see boys, maybe not more than one or two in a particular school, wearing thams to school to cover their locks. This is 2023. We really should not be doing that anymore. We really need to respect other people's religion, Williams declared. This directive, the minister said, is a part of the newly draft of Dress and Grooming Policy, which is set to be published ahead of 2023-2024 academic year. Yes, we need to say to our students, you have to ensure that your hair is clean and so forth. But come on, you shouldn't have to cover your hair unless that's what your religion calls for, she added.
There have been a few times that I've gone to schools and I see students, maybe not more than one or two in a particular school, boys wearing thams to school to cover their locks. This is 2023. We really should not be doing that anymore. We need to respect other people's religion. Yes, we need to say to all students, you have to ensure that your hair is clean and so forth. But come on, you shouldn't have to cover your hair unless that's what your religion calls for.
One in custody following firearm seizure in Bull Bay. The Bull Bay police seized a 9mm Browning pistol during an operation at a bar in 8 Miles in St. Andrew on Tuesday, August 22nd. One man was taken into custody. Reports from the police are that about 1:10 p.m., law enforcement officers went to the location where the suspect was seen. Upon seeing the police, the man reportedly dropped a Browning paper bag and ran. The police accosted him and retrieved the bag. The bag was checked and the firearm was reportedly found. The man was taken into custody pending further investigations. Alleged gun-toting farmer who evaded, captured and charged. A St. Elizabeth farmer who was on the run for allegedly pointing a firearm at a police earlier this year was apprehended during an operation in the parish on Saturday. Charged is 25-year-old Chrisford Campbell, also known as Chris, from Pedro Cross District, St. Elizabeth. He is facing charges of assault at common law and illegal possession of a firearm. Reports indicate that on March 5th around 2:40 a.m., Campbell was reportedly seen at a Treasure Beach nightclub showing a firearm to friends. The police were notified and officers arrived at the scene. Campbell allegedly fled upon seeing the police and was pursued. After momentarily stopping, Campbell reportedly swiftly retrieved a firearm from his waistband and aimed it at the police, who retreated, resulting in the accused evading capture. During a police operation on Saturday, August 19, Campbell was apprehended. He was subsequently charged on Sunday, August 20. His court date is being arranged. 21 years with no benefits. For the 21 years she was contracted as a security guard, she, like so many others, got no paid vacation leave, no sick leave with pay, and for her 2 pregnancies, the 4 months each she spent at home for maternity leave were under her own steam. When the Supreme Court in September last year, in a precedent ruling that effective then, third-party security guards employed to the Marksman Security Limited are employees and not independent contractors, and that the company should immediately begin paying over their 3% National Housing Trust statutory contribution. She thought that would mean better. On the contrary, the woman, along with several of her colleagues, have not worked since April 1 due to a standoff between themselves and the security guard firm to which they were contracted. At the heart of the controversy is the insistence by their management that the new terms and conditions of their employment in the company, which has undergone a name change, would not accommodate applicable redundancy payments. Now she is among scores who are choosing to find other ways to survive while they await the result of the court action filed by a newly formed security guard task force, which will be halting that entity and at least one other before the courts at the end of this year. After working for 21 years, they now are denying me the right of getting what is truly mine. Why am I to continue with them? I just believe the treatment was too harsh. You leave home, go work, and are told you can't take up duty because they don't sign the contract. The woman, who was among dozens of security guards taking part in a meeting at the Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees UK's offices on West Kings House Road in St. Andrew on Sunday. To work 21 years without even maternity leave? I have 2 children during the time I work with them and nothing. 4 months I was home after each delivery and got nothing, not a dollar. I never got a health card, no insurance, nothing. We believe me deserve my money and me want it. 21 years, no insurance, no benefit, nothing, she declared. Asked how she managed without formal employment over the past 4 months, the woman said she has created her own niche. I buy and sell, I do pottery. I realize that I'm in a bit of a different position from some of the persons who signed. I can understand somewhat, but I'm used to creating my own employment. I don't just sit and wait on the salary. So before now, I was always a hustler. So to step out and say I am going to do it on my own wasn't hard. God always blessed me. Right now I am making and selling natural juices, and I'm just searching for a market, she told reporters. As to whether her employer should have a change of heart and renegotiate the terms, she said, I don't believe I want to go back to any security company and work. 21 years is enough. I have 2 children, one is an adult, and when I look at them, I am like, look how many years me waste. But me want my money. Me believe me deserve to get every dollar there is. What we're saying is that there's a number of issues that have been settled before you can ask the workers to sign these new contracts, such as outstanding NHT payments, National Insurance Scheme NIS payments. Workers have had injuries on the job, some were shot, some had motor vehicle accident, and all of these are matters that workers are seeing needed to be resolved before we can sign. What has been happening is that the workers who refuse to sign, they have been victimized by layoffs. They turned up for work and are not assigned any duty, President of UK's Vincent Morrison told reporters on Sunday. To ask a worker who is transitioning with the company to a new regime to sign a document extinguishing their benefits, that is not the law or the practice. That is not how we do it in Jamaica, and we have a lot of examples of that here. So to ask them to sign away their rights in this way, especially in light of the fact that the court established that they are employees and not contractors, it would not only be unfair but unjust, Morrison charged. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification